Hi, good morning, students. Hope you all are keeping fine. Today, we are going to start our fifth lesson, Python variables and operators. Python is a new topic to you. It's a programming language which helps us to create programs for both scientific as well as non-scientific programs. So, let us see in brief about the person who created the Python program. The person who created Python program is Guido van Rossum. He is the person who developed, created the Python program. He developed it in CWI, Centrum Visconti and Informatica, the National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science in Netherlands. The language was released in 1991. It supports both procedural and object-oriented programming approaches. So these are the key about the person who created the Python, Guido van Rossum. He is the brain behind this programming language. The specialty is that it supports both procedural as well as object-oriented programming. There are only very few programming languages which supports both procedural as well as the object-oriented approach. Let us see what are the key features of Python. It is a general purpose programming language which can be used for both scientific and non-scientific programming. So that's what I told you in the beginning. It's a programming language which can be used for scientific and non-scientific programming. The next key feature is that it is a platform independent programming language. What do you mean by platform? Platform is nothing but different operating systems. So Python supports all the operating systems. That is another very important feature of Python. Some of the other programming languages supports in only some of the platforms, not in all the platforms. So key feature of Python includes that the independent platforming of Python. The next key feature is that the programs written in Python are easily readable and understandable. That is another important feature of Python. Most of the other programming languages, when we see, we cannot understand or we cannot read the program which is written in some other programming languages. But in Python, when we see, the codes are easily understandable as well as readable. So these are the three very important features of Python. It's a general purpose programming language which can be used for both scientific and non-scientific programming. It is a platform independent programming language. The programs written in Python are easily readable and understandable. The version 3.x of Python IDE, Integrated Development Learning Environment, is used to develop and run Python code. It can be downloaded from the web source www.python.org. So this what we see here is just to inform you where the Python program can be developed, and also you can find the result, you can run the program. So it can be run in the IDLE environment, Integrated Development Learning Environment. In Python, programs can be written in two ways, namely interactive mode and script mode. Two ways of program writing. The interactive mode allows us to write codes in Python command prompt. You can see three greater arrow marks. So this greater arrow marks indicates that we are writing our code in Python command prompt. Whereas in script mode, programs can be written and stored as separate file with the extension .py and executed. So the script mode is somewhat like our notepad. You can save the file and you can execute it separately. But when we store the file, it will be stored with the extension .py. Script mode is used to create and edit Python source file. Source file is the file which are created by us, the programmers. So script mode allows us to edit and create Python source file. So these are the two different ways of writing programs in Python, interactive mode and script mode. Let us see what is interactive mode programming. First, let us see how to start Python IDLE. So in order to start Python Integrated Development Learning Environment, you have to just click on the start button, go to all programs, select Python 3.x and select IDLE. So your IDLE screen will be appearing. Or else in the desktop icon, you can just select, double click on this icon, IDLE Python 3.7 32-bit. So just double click on this icon so that your IDLE screen will be appearing. It will be looking like this. Okay, so now you can see the IDLE screen here. So in this screen, you can just type the programs and you can execute it and get the result. So now the prompt indicates that the interpreter is ready to accept instructions. Therefore, the prompt on the screen means IDLE is working in interactive mode. So when you see this command prompt, it indicates two things. One is the interpreter is ready to accept the instructions, and also it indicates that we are in the interactive mode. Here is an example program. Just to find the sum of two numbers x and y, and you'll have to get the sum 30. So how will we execute it in the IDLE? Just let us see. Okay, so you can see that how it is executed in the IDLE. So at last you find the sum here, right? So now the sum is equal to 30. Here we get it in the IDLE screen. So dear students, the remaining topics about the script mode will be dealt in the next class, as well as the program in Python. So we will be executing this program in Python in our next class. So thank you. Have a nice day.